make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Oh, yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong.
The Tourette's trucker. I'm just sitting here waiting to load. Got up at 3:55 this morning, couldn't sleep. Laid there and then went ahead and went on over to the terminal. Sat there and chilled around there for a little bit. But I'm here waiting to load off a rail car. Just figured I'd sit here and do a quick little video. A little more about the Tourette's and tics and things, being tongue-tied and things like that. Another driver sitting there going past me, headed back there to load. I didn't realize that until went to a dentist up in Hiram, Georgia. I live in Dallas, but anyway, went to a dentist there and they actually noticed that I was tongue-tied. Never really thought anything about it, and I didn't have the big heart-shaped tongue like they say when you stick your tongue out, but I just knew that when I went to stick my tongue out, it never left the inside of my mouth. I could never stick my tongue, maybe part of a fingernail outside the past my lips. It never really stuck out. But talking with them, of course, they noticed that I've got Tourette's. They noticed I'm a teeth grinder and all that. It absolutely showed in my teeth. They noticed how I'm cracking them and breaking because I grind so much. Bite down. Oh, excuse me. Think about waking up early when you're tired. Had a long day yesterday at the port. We had four loads to unload at the cruise ships yesterday. But the endodontist there who works out of that office actually said that, yeah, with the Tourette's and the tics and the things, that being tongue-tied actually makes it worse. Being tongue-tied actually affects your teeth, affects the health of your teeth and everything else, which I had no clue of. But for those who don't know, being tongue-tied is that little piece of skin in between the bottom, the inside of your mouth and your tongue. They call it the frenulum or something like that. Frenulum or something. My wife knows what it is. Me, I'm not into all the technical terms. She likes technical terms. I'm just a dumb truck driver, y'all. Hey, just a dumb truck driver out here with Tourette's. And her running trying to feed the family. Man, that sounds bright. But anyway, I had that cut last summer. They ended up taking a week off. They said, yeah, oh, it's no problem. You know, they just cut it, put some stitches in it. You know, day you'll be fine. Next day, no, I was not fine. My mouth hurt so bad probably for about 5 days. But can't really stick my tongue out to me that much further, but yeah, it actually does come out of my mouth, but can't really tell. Comes out a little bit more. The wife notices the difference, but can't really come out much more. Excuse me, pardon me, y'all. But hold on just a second, y'all. I've got this sun just blinded me over here, and of course that's not working. There we go. Gotta put this sign on my window when I get inside the load station. I'm waiting on them. saying danger, loading in progress. He's at the block the sun. It's reflecting off of the water underneath the rail car over there, shooting right up at me. But yeah, they basically take a knife and just cut that skin and cut it and cut it back and cut it back and cut it back, which frees your tongue to be able to come out more. Because they use it as a test. They tell you to open your mouth and then have your tongue touch the roof of your mouth. I couldn't touch the roof of my mouth, you know, with my mouth open at all. If I open my mouth any, you know, then my tongue couldn't touch the top of it. That's kind of how they used to gauge it. Now I can, but mouth only opens up about this much, but that's still a little more, but you can feel it, how it hurts. Still hurts that little piece of skin. Wife thinks they should have cut a little bit more to free it up a little more, but it's all done. I'm not going back in for that now to have that redone, because that's just crazy. I don't want to have to go through that pain, because believe it or not, that hurt. Kids are a little bit more resilient, but when you have it done when you're 49, body just doesn't heal as good as when you have it done when you're a child. My granddaughter had hers done. When she tried to stick her tongue out, it actually folded in on itself in the center. But yet now, since she's had hers, she can actually stick her tongue out. She can twist her tongue over, upside down. I still can't do any of that. So yeah, little kids are a lot more resilient than us old people. But yeah, sorry y'all. As you can tell, this is real. This is the life of a truck driver. You wake up tired, go to bed tired. I was tired yesterday. Let's say we had 4 loads to run into the ships yesterday. Run through the port. Got up, got going. We got done about 2:30. Then I went to the park and did my 5-mile walk at the park. I'm still trying to lose the pooch. Got a whole bunch of clothes I need to try to get back into. But yeah, it's tiring. The Tourette's will actually make you tired. A lot of people don't realize that. I've got leg tics that seem to be getting worse. My wife noticed it while we're watching movies. My legs will be twitching. They can't sit still. They always seem to twitch, and their muscles seem to just spaz and spaz. Twitch. A lot of my shoes here on the truck, I want to point up and go Latin, because I'm always, when I'm driving, of course on cruise control, put my foot beside me and heel up, toe on the floor, and sitting there bouncing and tapping. So on top of working, getting up early, being in the heat, when you're out there hooking and unloading, pardon me, plus walking 5 miles plus when you have the stress of the Tourette's and the tics, that actually wears you out mentally and physically. So a lot of people think, you know, we're just idiots out here, we're crazy. Not all of us with Tourette's are crazy. Not everybody with trucking are sorry, you know, no good nothings that are lazy. You know, we're not all scumbags out trying to do harm and do things wrong. We're not out trying to mow people down and kill people. You know, we all, for the most part, do pay attention. Granted, I've got ADHD, yeah, things on the side of the road catch my attention, and especially wildlife. When I see wildlife on the side of the road, I'm looking. But that doesn't mean I'm out here mowing people down and we're not good at our job. Just because people have ADHD don't mean they can't function. It just means they have a little hard time staying concentrated. I know on trucking they say you need to be concentrating the whole time. You don't need to be sidetracked or focused. But you're not going to find any job where every driver is 100% narrow tunnel vision and that's it. Actually, they tell you in truck driving school that you need to keep your eyes moving, because when you're constantly just looking straight ahead, you don't know what's going on around your surroundings. Whereas if you are always looking around, you're always seeing things, and you are getting better aware. So yeah, it's always nice to look around. Plus, they tell you you're supposed to look at your gauges every 10 seconds. You're supposed to look at your gauges. Checking your air pressure, water temperature, oil pressure, oil temperatures. You know, you're supposed to keep an eye on all this stuff. So it's good in a way to kind of have some ADHD where you're constantly scanning and moving. And truck driving, a lot of people don't look ahead. They just look right in front of the truck. I try to tell all drivers, look as far down the road as you can, especially when you're running through city streets. Look as many crosswalks signs down as you can. If you see lights ahead of you and you're moving, look at the crosswalk signs. Look and see what they're doing. Are they steadily on walk? Are they blinking? If they're blinking, you know it's fixing to change, and there's a possibility the light's going to turn yellow and turn red. So go ahead and start slowing down. Prepare for that. So you know, we always want to look ahead and try to do things. So you know, sometimes always being sidetracked is actually a good thing, because you know you're always kind of looking around and scanning things. You know, we get bored. I guess that's the thing with ADHD. You kind of get bored on one thing, just staring straight down the road, looking straight ahead. You always want to look around. So sometimes that's actually a good thing. But people will call it a fault, you know. Oh, wait. Sorry about all this yawning, y'all, on the video. Well, hey, I'm keeping it 100, as Brandon Tatum says. I'm keeping it 100. This is 100% real. This is live. I'm not gonna go edit all the yawns out. What you see is what you get. I'm real. I'm not fake. Wife will tell you that. When we got together, people tried telling her stuff about me, which was absolutely false. Of course, the other person realized they were false. They're like, oh, well, he's this, well, he's that. Well, we've been together for, April will be 8 years now. And a lot of people will agree. Someone can be faking something when they first get in a relationship. Maybe for, you know, a couple weeks, couple months, but they're not going to be able to fake it for 8 years. 8 years, you're not going to fake it. Your true self is eventually going to slip in 8 years. And I'm still the exact same person I was when me and her got together. She still has to get on to me. Look at me. Look at me. Focus. I'm talking to you. Focus, because me and her will be talking, and I'll be looking away. I'll be looking over here, because I don't like to look straight at people, which I'm sure y'all notice. I really don't like looking straight at the camera. I kind of see a camera as I'm looking at a person, and I don't like that. I don't like direct eye contact. I can do it for a little bit, but I get uncomfortable with direct eye contact, so I always look away. But of course, supervisors, I try to force it and make a habit, but even then, I can only hold it for so long. But you know, I'm the same person. She knew me when we were young, and I was like this. We worked together in our 20s. I was like this. She knew it then. I mean, it's not a secret. Nothing's changed. She absolutely accepts me for who I am. So, you know, for people who have Tourette's and ADHD and things and other issues, if someone that you're with, you know, laughs at you or knocks you or makes fun of you, you don't need to be with them. I mean, you're supposed to accept them for who they are. Hey, I've gained some weight, and I've gained some, I've lost some, but never gotten over over 210. Occasionally, if I'm home for a month or a couple weeks, then yeah, I may gain up to like 212, but I've never gone over 212 after a full meal, that is. But I'm not the thin boy. Nobody's ever going to be the same when they get with someone, but they need to accept you for who you are and love you for you. So make sure you get with someone who actually loves you for you. All quirks. I've got quirks. I mean, I can't eat in total silence. I mean, I've got food issues, sound issues, texture issues, visual issues. I can't stand the sound of chewing. Even here in the truck, I have to watch TV while I eat. At home, I have to watch TV. We've got a full dining room table with 6 chairs in our dinette there by the kitchen and living room. We eat there because I have to have a TV on because I can't stand the sound of the actual chewing. Like we're watching TV and it goes on commercial and there's dead silence, I will actually stop chewing so I don't have to hear me chew until the TV commercial comes back on. That's just part of makeup, and she knows that and she accepts that. So that's just some of our things. But find someone who accepts you for all that. My wife loves vegetables. I don't eat vegetables. Some of them I can't even take the smell of them. Just the smell of a cooked vegetable makes me want to hurl. So I mean, she does a lot of the vegetables when I'm gone. She loves broccoli and stuff like that, and she'll saute it and steam it. The smell of it actually just makes me want to hurl. So she'll hold off for that, or she'll try to cook it and open up the back door to vent it. Trying to be respectful for me. She knows how I feel about that. The look of broccoli, the texture of broccoli in my mouth, just feels like dirt, and I have to spit it right back out. But find someone who accepts you for all your quirks and all the things that you have. Not everybody can tolerate that. You may get with someone who can accept that for a short time, but then long term they're like, no, I just can't deal with this and commit to someone long term for this. Luckily for me, my wife has a son with autism who's 19. So she's had that her whole life, so she's used to this. So all my stuff is nothing new to her. So I got really blessed. The Lord really blessed me when He brought her into my life and actually allowed us to get together. And after our marriages ended, allowed us to get together full time. It's really nice here. So find someone who accepts you for you, and that's not always easy. Like I say, people can pretend, people can fake it for a short time, but the real them is going to come out. They can't hide it for 8 years. Me and my wife are very compatible here together. We both get along, we both understand everything. So just find someone that loves it for you. And that's all I got to say for this little short video. Y'all just be happy, be blessed. Thank God for allowing you to wake up, have that fresh breath in your lungs. Just stay happy, stay positive. Anytime you see anyone, no sense in having an attitude, no sense in being, mean or ugly. Just be happy with whoever you're with. Everywhere you go, be happy and show love and respect to everybody, one another. But y'all just be safe and take care. Love you, Captain.
Touch this.